So everybody wants to be successful, all right? I think there's not a single soul that can disagree. Everyone wants to be successful. But there's a difference between wanting to be successful and willing to be successful, all right? Successful people search for the circumstances that they want, that they need for their success. And if those circumstances do not exist, they create them. You have to be willing to be successful. Everyone wants to be successful. Everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants to be this. They want to be that. But are you willing? Okay? Because here's the thing, that there's a difference between wanting to and willing to. When you want to, it would be nice. When you're willing to, it is a necessity. You will do whatever it requires to be successful, to get that dream, to hit that goal, to do whatever it is. And guess what? No excuse is good enough. When you just want to, right? Yeah, I want to do it, but any excuse will work. All right? Any excuse will work. And the crazy thing is that the things that stand in between people and their dreams are the lies they tell themselves about why they can't get it. And the truth is, the lies we tell ourselves are just the excuses that we make, so it doesn't really have to be our fault. You know, well, I don't really have the time. I don't have the money. You know, even with talking to people with my health, I would do it, but I gotta have my coffee. You know, oh yeah, I would do it, but I can't have one drink. Oh, what about a cheat day? Is it okay? You're not willing. You want to. Every time you set a goal, every time you say you want something, here's a test for you. Write down all that you're willing to give up in order to attain that goal. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to get that goal. You're going to have to give up something. Now the question is, what are you willing to give up? A lot of people aren't willing to give up much. They don't want to give up their free time. Well, I have to have a social life. Then you don't really want to be successful. You know? I can't go out and have a drink and eat with my friends. Then you don't really want to be healthy. Okay? What are you willing to give up to get this life you claim you want? Because that's all you're doing. You're claiming, you're pretending. You say it to yourself so that you can make yourself feel better, that you have greater aspirations for yourself. But those greater aspirations are never matched with action. What are you willing to do? People look at me all the time, man. I want to have a body like yours. No, you don't. Because you're not willing. You're not willing to go 30 days without bread. The moment somebody tells you, hey, you can't have processed food, the first thing out of your mouth, right, is not, well, list all the things that are processed so I make sure that I don't have it. The first thing, well, I'm Italian. I like pasta. I can't have pasta? What can I replace my pasta with? You're not willing. You're not willing. And until you calibrate yourself to realize that your level of will has to surpass your level of comfort. As long as you are comfortable where you are, truly comfortable, because a lot of people are really comfortable. A lot of people are walking around sick, depressed, broke. But the truth is that they're not really in discomfort. They've settled into it. It's okay. You know, yeah, I wake up with this little ache and pain, but it's okay. As long as I can have my coffee. I hate my job. I don't really like it. But you know what? As long as I can hang out with my friends on the weekend, we can have some drinks. You're comfortable. And as long as you're comfortable, you're not willing. When the pain of being where you are grows greater than the fear of the sacrifice that you're going to have to make to get to where you want, the choice becomes very easy. But the greatest of us do not wait for the pain. We hold ourselves to a higher standard. We say we love ourselves, but then we follow it up by saying, since I say I love myself, I have to make decisions. I have to take action. I have to make sacrifices that reflect said love. Because love is an active thing. Old quote, before you heal a man, you must first ask him, is he willing to give up all the things that made him sick? Most people are not. Most people want to hang on to it because it's comfortable. Yeah, so you want to be healthy. You want to have a better body. You would like to be in a better position. You want it. Of course, everybody wants it. I want to win the lottery. But am I really willing to win the lottery? I can't really say that because I don't play. But if you ask me, would you like to win? You want to win the lottery? Yeah, I want to win the lottery. But I'm not willing to win the lottery. I'm not willing to go out there and throw my money at a 1 in a million chance every week. I'm not willing to sit there like some people will calculate the odds, and try to increase their odds. I'm not willing to do that. The question is, what are you willing to sacrifice? Okay? And the truth is, the difference between wanting and willing and the things that separate you are the things you tell yourself, the lies. The lies. The lies you have told yourself. I want to lose weight. But every time you try, you sabotage yourself with your same bullshit. Well, I'm just going to have one cheat day, or I'm not that good at it, or I can't do this. All these different things are the lies you tell yourself so it doesn't have to be your fault. You pull out, oh, well, I can't do, I have ADHD, I have this problem, I have that problem. Everything you blurt out as a but, an excuse, a crutch is a lie that you are telling yourself so you don't have to accept responsibility that you don't really want to change. You just want to talk about the change. Because if you really want to change, you would do it. Nothing would stand in your way. Not a damn thing. So the question is, what are you willing to do to get this life that you claim you want? Look around you. There's a lot of people in much worse situations, who have come from much worse circumstances, who have risen, not because they're special, because they were willing. Period. They were willing. They got to a certain place where the pain of where they were was greater than any fear they had of the unknown, any fear they had of the discomfort of change, any fear they had of failing and looking stupid, any fear they had of not being adequate. What are you willing to give up? Every every month, the first 1 or 2 days, I post a 30-day challenge up. And it's a very simple, it's not egregious, it's a very simple challenge to yourself, for yourself, to do better, eating wise. It lists the things that you have to do. Very simple. Stay away from processed food. So anything that man has to handle and change its natural shape of it, its natural consistency, right? Don't consume it. All right? No sweets, no dairy, no alcohol. Drink enough water. Eat a serving of natural, organic fruit and vegetables every day. Have a salad. Eat lean meat. Drink enough water. Cleanse and detoxify your system. These are things that can be easily done. As a matter of fact, that's how you should really live. No coffee, no stimulants. And every time I post that, I would urge you guys to go and read the comments. Every time you post it, you see exactly why you are exactly where you are. Because you see representations of yourself with all the excuses. I can do everything, but I gotta have my coffee. But this will be the same person complaining about hormonal problems. Will be the same person probably complaining about lack of energy. Will be the same person complaining about inflammation. Will be the same person complaining about gut health. Will be the same person complaining about migraines. Same person who, even though they drink coffee, they still don't have enough energy after 8 hours of sleeping. Why? Because they're not willing to give up the things that they need to give up in order to be successful. Go and read the post. I've made it in 2 different ways over the last 2 days. Okay? Go and read it. It'll be an eye-opener. Hopefully it'll be an eye-opener for you about all the excuses that you have made. Maybe it'll be the thing to tip you to say, hey, you know what? No more excuses. Because the excuses do nothing for you. All right? The excuses just make you feel better about sitting right where you are. Temporarily, though. Because you're not really happy there. Because if every time someone talks about something, you say, I would love to lose weight. You really want to do it. The question is, are you willing? Are you willing? Exactly. The 30-day challenge is a lifestyle. What it is a simple introduction into how you should really live. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. But you have been so programmed and so deluded to thinking that eating toxic food is actually what you should be doing. None of those things up there are things that you should be eating on a regular daily basis. Those things are the things that you probably should be having if you're in good health, maybe once or twice in a month. All right? Once or twice in a month at best. And even at that, you have to ask yourself, why? Am I in the position to do that? Have I hit my goals? Am I in optimum physical condition to where I can afford to do that? You say you want to get healthier. Are you willing? You say you want to be successful, to make more money, to be in a better position, put yourself in a better position. Are you willing? You say you want to give your children the life that you would love for them to have, but you're not willing to sacrifice to show them what it looks like to be hardworking. You're not willing to get out there and be the example that they need to see. A lot of people want to give their children everything except a good example of themselves. It's not about what you want. It is about what you're willing to give up to get what you want. Because that is what's going to dictate. A man's success is always going to track his level of sacrifice. You don't sacrifice nothing, you don't get nothing. Look at any single person who has gotten anything in this world. It came with sacrifice. It came with hard work. It came with dedication. It came with risk. It came with fear. It came with determination and consistency. Okay? Dessa says, mind reset on how you think about food. Mind reset on how you think about yourself too. Like I always say, and Dessa is right, you have to change your relationship with food. And what is that relationship change going to look like? The relationship change is not about the food. is how you view yourself. And the moment you view yourself as different and better, the relationship you have with the food you put into your body will change. Because if that food is beneath the level of the person that you see yourself, you will not associate with it in a certain way. The same way, when you respect yourself in a certain way, there are just some people, situations, and places you will not associate yourself with. The food's not going to change. The people don't change. You change. You hold yourself to a higher standard. All right? You hold yourself to a higher standard. And so, something to think about. What are you willing to do to get the life that you say you want? Because that's what it boils down to. Will.